We see you, not the version of you that keeps smiling, keeps answering, keeps functioning, but the quiet part underneath. The part that feels lost even when you're doing everything right. When a woman says, "I feel lost," it's rarely confusion, it's misalignment. It's the moment your heart can no longer pretend it belongs in a life that's draining it. Your body keeps moving, your mind keeps explaining, but your inner field has stopped following. And that's why everything feels strange. The same routines feel empty, the same conversations feel far away, the same goals feel like they belong to someone else. We, the Pleiadians, work within the human emotional field, the unseen space where sensitive women feel truth before they can name it. And we want to tell you something clearly. Feeling lost is not proof that you're failing. It's proof that something in you is waking up. Because you don't feel lost when you're asleep. You feel lost when your soul begins to outgrow the path you've been walking. And if you're in that place right now, then you're not far. You're closer than you think. You didn't lose your way. You simply can't walk in directions that no longer respect who you are. Sensitive women feel this first, not because they're weak, but because their emotional field is finely tuned. When a path stops nourishing your heart, your system responds with discomfort, not to punish you, but to pause you. That's why you feel uncertain without knowing why. Why motivation fades. Why clarity disappears even when nothing went wrong. Your soul is asking for alignment, not effort. And this is where many women doubt themselves. Because the mind wants answers, but the heart wants permission. We observe this moment often. When a woman stands between an old identity and a truth she hasn't fully stepped into yet. You don't need to see the whole road. You only need to stop forcing yourself to walk one that no longer belongs to you. This feeling didn't come to block you, it came to redirect you. When everything feels uncertain, it's usually because your outer references have lost authority, and your inner one is beginning to rise. This is the part most people misunderstand. They think feeling lost means you've drifted too far away. But in truth, it often means you can no longer abandon yourself. The old signals stopped working. Approval no longer motivates you. Noise no longer guides you. And what once gave direction now feels strangely hollow. That's not collapse. That's recalibration. The mind panics here because it wants guarantees. It wants timelines. It wants certainty before movement. But the feminine emotional field works differently. It moves by resonance, not control. By sensing, not forcing. We, the Pleiadians, work exactly at this threshold, where a woman no longer trusts external maps and hasn't yet learned to fully trust her internal compass. You are closer than you think, because you are no longer able to run from your own truth. The discomfort you feel is not resistance. It's proximity. Proximity to the life that fits you. Proximity to choices that don't require self-betrayal. Proximity to a pace that finally honors your nervous system. Nothing is missing in you. Nothing is late. Something is aligning quietly beneath the surface. Before we close, we want to stay with you for a moment longer, because this part matters. You don't need a full vision of where you're going. You don't need certainty, courage, or a perfectly formed plan. Those are demands of the mind, not needs of the soul. What you need right now is much simpler and much more powerful. Trust in the next step. The next step is not about direction. It's about permission. Permission to move without betraying yourself. Permission to choose what feels quieter, truer, and more respectful to your inner rhythm. Sensitive women were never meant to live by force. Yet many learned to survive by overriding their own signals, pushing past fatigue, silencing intuition, calling misalignment normal. And when you stop doing that, the world can feel unfamiliar for a while. That unfamiliarity is not danger. It is space. Space for your nervous system to exhale. Space for your emotional field to reorganize. Space for guidance to return in a form that doesn't hurt. This is why we invite you into a ritual, not as belief, not as obligation, but as an act of self-alignment. If you feel called, write the following words in the comments. I trust my next step. When you write this, something subtle happens. You tell your body it is allowed to slow down. You tell your heart it no longer has to brace itself. You tell your system that safety does not require control. And in that safety, direction begins to emerge. We remain with you, working gently within the human emotional field, supporting women who feel deeply, sense early, and carry more than they show. You are not lost. You are in the space before truth becomes visible. And that space is where alignment begins.